Oh, yeah. I have the power, Randy.
Do you?
Maybe.
Here, okay, I'll try to speak in the mic better.
There you go. Hold on. Now try. Yep. I have the power.
Well, I like that was good and short.
Yeah. I made it sweet and short for you. Randy don't like the long ones.
I don't.
That's okay.
I think we should just get right into the show. Get
Right
it over
into
with.
the show. We'll start doing that, I guess. That's fine. I don't care. No more stuff for you guys. Randy said, "Fuck you." No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, we could play stuff maybe later. I just think
Yeah.
getting into it, it's
Well, I haven't heard back, right? Like, we haven't heard back from AIM TV yet,
right.
So I'm not going to clean it up until we hear back.
Okay.
Because I imagine if we get on AIM TV, I'm going to have to clean up the F-bombs and all that.
Yeah.
Which I try to watch them, but, like, sometimes they just come out. So I'll have to really work on it, I guess. Whatever. And whoever wrote into the show and told Randy to start speaking in the mic, good call, I guess.
I know. I listened back to the last one. I was like, daggone it, just speak in the mic. But listen here.
Well, it's hard to do, like, when you get to a conversation, because then you're just like, you're moving around everywhere.
Right. And not only that, you get like we got new mics.
Yeah.
So they're like noise canceling mics.
Right. Yeah.
So if you go over here a little bit, you can't hear, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Which are going to be perfect if we do another live podcast.
Yeah.
So,
It's going to be a lot better.
yeah. Won't have as much background noise.
But yeah, I'll try to keep it, you know, try to, keep my attention on that,
Okay.
I guess, for a while.
That's right.
Till I get,
Till
that naturally comes, maybe.
Right. I think mine naturally comes because I used to play music. Right. So you're singing into a microphone the whole time.
Yeah. Well, just like this. Like, now I'm way up here at the mic. You
Yeah.
can hear me breathing.
Hello.
So,
Is this what you wanted? That's
Anyway,
all right.
yeah.
We'll figure her out. Yeah. What kind of language was that?
that was the alien language. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, they're listening.
Yep. I said the wrong thing, I guess, by accident.
Yeah, you said alien. That's code word.
No, I said, and then it popped. So,
Maybe they're talking back.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, shit. Randy's talking to the extra.
Extra.
He's talking to the extras. Watch out. That's where they're from, extra. Sorry. Fix that fuck up, didn't I, Randall? Not really, but hey, moving on. Moving on. So, you ready for this? I'm not joking. This says Indiana, which is our state. Indiana is the worst state to find a job in. I don't think so.
I don't know.
Everywhere's
if that's-
hiring.
Well, maybe other states are worse off than we are about having people working. I don't know.
Well, that's what they say. They said that, okay, so Hoosiers who are struggling to find a job might have taken in knowing that bigger cities in more crowded states like California, Texas, surely would be even more difficult to wrangle in the evasive employment opportunity. But sadly, a new study has found that Hoosiers may actually have it worse than nearly any other state in the U.S. Now, I don't believe that because everyone's hiring.
That's what I was
Like,
thinking
everywhere's
too.
struggling to keep employees.
That's what I'm thinking too.
I think it's just a bunch of lazy pieces of shit that they're just like, there ain't no jobs out there.
Well, I
They're
don't
like,
know.
I keep looking every day. They just look out their window. They're like, yep, no jobs.
Yeah, well, yeah, it could be. I don't know, but well, maybe that's why, or maybe there's more people working than Indiana. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Maybe. Could be.
Maybe our youth here actually works. Bad thing.
Uh-oh. You guys better listen up. Oh, yes. Yeah, it is crazy. Um, so yeah, we got old Indiana. Worst place to try to find a job. Don't believe it. I don't believe it one fucking bit. Anyway, moving on from that. I mean, there's not a whole lot to talk about. Go get a job. Download Indeed.
I knew for a while McDonald's on their sign had a running on their digital sign it had a running thing on it.
Yeah, now hiring or whatever.
Hiring, like, what was it? I don't know. What was it? $15 an hour or something.
Which is nuts.
I don't know, something like that.
Which is nuts.
I can't remember what it was. But
to me, that's insane. I mean, if there's anybody that listens that you work at McDonald's and you're all like, "Fuck you, Sean," well, I'm sorry, but I used to like carry lumber in the winter in the heat and everything else for like $6 an hour, and you're going, and that's it, dropping some fries. Have a smile, and you guys don't even do that shit anymore.
Well, let's not disparage the good workers at McDonald's.
No,
I'm just saying
they should be children. I don't know why adults thought they'd make that into a career. They'll get a real job. Anyway, moving on.
Right, let's move on.
Before I get fucking mad here. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, there's another F-bomb.
There's going to be several today. I can just tell. It's one of those days. Anyway, let's check this out. United Nations adopts a landmark resolution on climate justice. Ooh. Are you excited?
No.
So, the UN resolution was adopted on Wednesday that should make it easier to hold polluting countries legally accountable for failing to tackle the climate emergency in a vote which was hailed as an historic victory for the climate justice. Well, good for them. You guys already know, people that's been listening to the show, how I feel about climate change. I'm not a climate denier. We all know this. I'm saying that even if we weren't here as human beings, the world would still be like it is right now.
It would changing.
Or be hotter.
It would change anyway.
Yeah, it would change it. We weren't here before, and it's went through several changes.
Yeah.
Then we came along, and it still changes. So,
It's funny you brought this up. Am I allowed to know? It's funny you brought this up because just today on one of the people I listen to, one of the most popular people, he had a guest on, and his name is Michael Schellenberger. Anyway, he had shoot, I don't even know if it's a book or if it's a documentary or what. I know he did San Francisco.
Yeah.
He did that one.
San Francisco.
No, San Francisco.
Oh, San Francisco?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he called it?
Yeah, that's what he called it.
Okay.
And then he also did
Is he homophobic or something?
No. I think it was more about the homeless stuff like that.
Right.
I don't know. I didn't watch it or read the book or whatever.
Yeah, too bad we always send them billions and billions to other countries instead of helping these people around here, right? Yep.
Okay, whatever. Okay, I agree with you there, but no, he did another one called Apocalypse Never, and it has to do with climate change.
Right, yeah.
And it was like, actually, he was on that show, and he was talking about how, my view on climate change is it's real, but it's not really apocalyptic. It's not like the world's going to end over it.
No. We might end.
Maybe eventually.
And then guess what? That means we were just like the dinosaurs.
I don't know if even that's true.
What, the dinosaurs?
No, that we will end.
Dinosaurs aren't real.
Birds aren't real, so
yeah,
what?
Yeah. We aren't real. It's all an illusion.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't, what cracks me up is when the politicians say 2035, the world's going to end because of climate change.
How many times have they said this?
You're just like, dude.
I think, what was it, Greta that said what year, and it's already passed, that
Yeah,
world would end by?
because she knows.
Yeah.
You know when I think the world's gonna actually end? 2 ways. Nope, sorry, 3 ways. Okay. Nope, 4 ways. And this is the only way, 4 ways it's gonna happen. I'm telling you. Either we're gonna blow it up, a super volcano's gonna blow up, an asteroid's gonna hit, or it's just gonna wait until the sun burns out in 5 billion years or whatever, and then it won't matter anyway. What are we gonna do about that? You know, I know how everybody's like the race to Mars so we can start a new habitation of people, and it's just like, well, the sun won't be there.
Well, eventually.
Well,
yeah.
what are you gonna do about that situation?
Yeah, eventually that's true. But I mean, that's a long ways away. I'm sure.
Well, yeah,
I'm
5
sure we'll
billion
be.
years.
I'm sure we'll be gone by then.
Well, I hope I am. I don't know if I could stand to be around 5 billion years. Hell, these last 3 years have been a little tough on me. Bunch of woke and cancel culture shit drove me nuts. It drove me really up the wall for a long time until I finally stopped letting it, and I'm just like, piss on them. I'm doing what I want. I'm not gonna.
Well, anyway, what my point was is that guy that was on that show, that Michael Schellenberger guy.
Yeah.
He said that he kind of got like, he didn't get banned, but he gets like strikes against him on like social media.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it doesn't even have anything to do with, say, climate change or anything. Well, the first one did. The first one did, right?
Right.
But then now every time he puts something on, like, say, Facebook or something, it comes up like it doesn't have nothing to do with climate change. But then it has nothing to do with climate change, but it puts a warning on his post that says,
yeah.
here's where you can find the facts out about climate change.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't have anything to do with about climate change.
Yeah. Here's the facts. Here's where you can find facts about the climate change. Government.org.net.climate.
Whatever. Whatever it is.
You know what I would love to see? A real scientist come out who's actually a real scientist that no one knows because they're just a scientist and actually explain climate.
Well, we played a clip of one, remember?
Yeah. And he said it was shit.
Well, he didn't say that. He just said, he pretty much just said climate's always been changing. It's always going to change. It doesn't have anything to do with, it doesn't have anything to do with us or carbon or anything.
No, it's just the way it
changing.
is.
Yeah.
Like the planet used to be way
Anyway.
hotter.
Right.
Anyway, we don't have to keep going back into that.
Yeah, no. We've already got into that before, so.
Okay, well, this kind of hops back to what we were talking about a minute ago, though.
Okay.
So, we'll see. Stupidness. All right. New York, California, and Massachusetts are among several states pushing proposals to boost minimum wages to $20 or more an hour as inflation persists. Are you serious right now? $20? That's not going to fix anything. That's just going to make okay. If you make $8 an hour right now, okay, and then all of a sudden everyone in the world's making at least $20 an hour, or in the U.S., sorry. Everyone in the U.S. is making $20 an hour. That's going to push all the prices up because then they have to push their employees more money.
Yeah.
What the fuck
So
are
they're going to
people
raise prices. Yeah, that's more inflation.
These people are just, whoever's trying to do these policies is straight retarded. I'm not kidding.
Well, have you even checked into the reparations for
Yeah, I seen that.
San Francisco?
Yeah.
Or is it San Francisco?
Yeah. It's like
Yeah, it was-
$800 and something billion or something nuts.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
what
way up there.
It's like pretty much pays, I don't know, pays them a lump sum up front, and then you're guaranteed 90-some thousand a year or something, and then you can buy a house for $1.
Yeah. So where is that money coming from?
Oh, it's going to it's going to come from the people that,
Live in California.
yeah, the non-slaves, or the non-descendants of slaves.
Okay,
I
well, California
guess.
never had slavery.
No, that's true.
That wasn't even a state.
Well, yeah, California never was a slave state, so I don't know what they're going for. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't understand it. But whatever.
I want reparations for my family that came over here from Ireland and got treated like shit.
I've heard that argument.
I want to buy
I've
my
heard
house
that
for
argument
$1.
actually also already. Yeah. What about reparations for Irish people? What about reparations for? And then like a lot of people come in after slavery,
Yeah.
and then I don't know. There's some kind of they got some kind of formula to determine who gets it or what. But
What formula?
almost, I think somebody said, well, if it's California, you're probably going to just be able to, just identify as a descendant of the slave or something. So
I wouldn't doubt that either. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just weird.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Isn't this why we fought the Civil War?
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of white people died over that one.
Yeah, and black people.
Well, I know.
And black people fought on both sides, too.
That's true, too.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Well, we're going to get kicked off YouTube for that one.
Why? It's a true statement.
I know.
I seen a guy on the news back when they were tearing all the statues and shit down in the South. There's a black guy on there with a rebel flag hat on and a rebel flag jacket going off because, like, I guess his like great granddad or whoever served for the Confederate States or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's pissed. And I just thought that was interesting. Like,
It's kind of interesting.
So, I don't know. I think we just need to leave history where it's at and then move on. Why are we living in the past?
That's true, yeah.
Like, seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to get stupid with stuff, you could trace your heritage all the way back fucking where you came from, right? And then, I want my money from England because he raised the taxes and was doing this to my ancestors clear a long time ago. Yeah. And then Steve wants his money, too, from Africa, from the tribe whatever, because they're the ones that captured his family and sent him over here. This is horse shit. It's all just shit. It's all smoke and mirrors, people.
That's what I heard. The argument I heard about this is, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. There's no fair way of doing this anyway. So if there was a fair way, maybe I would be interested in checking into it. But there's no fair way to do it. If you one of the arguments I heard was, if you really want to get reparations for the slaves, descendants of slaves or whatever, then why don't go back to the original source and get it from them people?
Yeah.
And have them pay it.
Yeah. They probably still got money.
I don't know. I have no idea, man.
Yeah. There's two reasons I know my family didn't own slaves. One, because we're Irish. Two, because we were poor. Super fucking poor. Not going to happen. Anyway.
Well, I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about my family past my great-grandparents. So as far as I know, my great-grandparents had nothing to do with slavery. So that's as far as I know for a fact. I mean, I knew my great-grandparents, so except for one.
That was the slave owner, wasn't it?
It could have been. I don't know. No, he wasn't. I know he wasn't. But anyway.
Well, here's the thing. Why I don't understand why people nowadays, anybody, doesn't matter what race you are, period. Why would you get punished?
Did you say Jew?
No, I said a Chew.
Oh.
And why are you going to get punished for something that happened way before you were even born? Back when you know what I mean? Like
I understand
100 and something years before we were even born.
I understand what you're saying.
I don't understand it.
Exactly.
It's like, hey, man, is your name Booth? Mm-hmm.
Oh,
you owe
right.
the Lincoln family tons of reparations. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, what the hell, man? I didn't choose to be a Booth. I was just born into it. And I love It's mostly just it's white people. That's who it is, especially women, white fucking idiot women. The ones that are like, well, if I would have been alive back then, I wouldn't have been that way. And it's like, yeah, you would have. Yeah, you fucking would.
Yeah, we talked about it before. Let's
It's-
move on. Let's just get off this thing.
Fine, Randy. Moving on. Good day. Podcast is over. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, the minimum wage thing pisses me off. They think it's going to fix stuff. It's not going to fix anything except raise everything even more. And then what are you going to do? Keep raising minimum wage? No. It's just silly. It's silliness. And then I don't know what we're going to do once this deal goes through with China and the yuan or whatever the hell their shit's called. And then our dollar isn't worth $1. Then you could be making $1,000 an hour, and you still won't be able to buy a gallon of gas. So
yeah,
it
because
doesn't
it's going
matter.
to be like $200,000 for, a tank of gas or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, it's going to be insane.
But yeah, I don't know. It just, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. People's just getting too crazy anymore.
People are getting way crazy, and it's weird. I just find it strange how different things are pre-COVID to now.
Yeah, it's a short amount of time, really.
Yeah, it shows you how fast shit can change. Like, it's so weird. Did you hear about the balloon intercepted by the U.S. Air Force over Texas?
No, I have not heard about that one.
Yep. Found one. Another one. Look over there, not over here. Look over there, not over here.
Yeah, just probably another.
Look over there while we rob all your money. Not over here where we're taking it.
Yeah. Did that conveniently come out like right after the banks collapsed or whatever? I don't know.
That just came out.
Let's talk about that instead of.
Yeah, that just came out, okay? And then, that just came out, and then this just came out today, which I find even greater. This came out today at 8:02 a.m. A freight train carrying a form of ethanol derailed in a fiery crash near a small town in Minnesota. Really, trains and balloons are everywhere.
All
Crashing
of a sudden.
trains and flying balloons.
Yeah.
How in the hell does this keep happening?
At the same time, I don't know. I wasn't going to bring that up yet, but I guess I could. You want to talk about the horrible shooting that happened?
No? Oh, we can. Sorry for you people in Tennessee.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're not even going to mention their name.
That's for sure.
Oh.
I don't want to spend too much time on it.
Okay,
But
go ahead.
I will say that they were talking about it on the news. I just heard a clip.
Oh, yeah, it's everywhere.
Actually, today they were talking about it on the news, and all of a sudden Biden was supposed to make an appearance at like some kind of like it wasn't a big press conference. It was like he was doing. He was.
Oh, he's going to show up, show that he cared.
No. Here's what happened. So he was making a speech. He had already had it planned to make a speech at this, I don't know, like a, shoot, I can't even remember what it was. Some kind of like convention or something. I don't know what it was. Anyway, so the news organization thought he was going to talk, that he was going to come on and talk about the shooting.
Right.
And they were talking about the shooting all the way up till when he came on stage.
Right.
And then they go, okay, we're going to the president. And then he comes in and starts making jokes and stuff, like ice cream jokes and stuff like that. So he had no idea about it.
Because he's stupid.
No, I think his staff should have at least let him know about it. You would think, wouldn't they?
I have no idea. You know what? Who knows what he actually... It might have said, like, oh, terrible tragedy in Nashville, Tennessee on the teleprompter, but he's seeing all the letters mumbled together, and he's seeing ice cream trucks and shit. So he's like, ice cream trucks.
He was talking about chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip ice cream trucks.
Yeah. I don't know. It was bad luck because they cut to him specifically because they thought he was going to talk about it.
Yeah.
And he didn't talk about it. He was just making jokes. It was just terrible.
He's an idiot. He's the biggest idiot ever. He's the worst president ever. He's okay. I don't want to say ever because obviously I haven't lived since we started having presidents here. But he's the worst president since I've been around that I can remember. He sucks.
Yeah, everybody talks about Carter, but at least Carter did some good things a few times.
Yeah, this guy hadn't done shit. Uh-oh. Randy's in trouble.
Nope.
Nope. Fuck off, Trouble. Trouble denied. But, yeah, I don't know.
Well, the other thing is, so this shooter was a transgender person, right?
Yeah.
And they shot up a Christian school.
Yeah. A
So-
Christian school. 9-year-old kids.
Which they actually went to at one point, I guess.
Whoop-de-doo.
Okay,
And they were...
but here's the thing. So
and they're
then,
28 now.
right, yeah, he,
yeah.
whatever it is.
Did-
Yeah, they were.
Was
20,
that enough time? Not enough time to get over your bullying from fucking when you were 9?
Well, we don't know. I mean, you know,
Loser.
I mean, we don't know if they were taking, like any kind of antidepressants or testosterone. I mean, testosterone's going to make anybody more aggressive for sure.
Well, especially a woman who's not supposed to have it,
Right.
technically.
Technically.
Yeah.
Well, actually, women actually have testosterone.
Yeah, but not like we do.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
That's why the women aren't usually as aggressive as males.
That's right. Well, also the estrogen cancels it out.
Right.
But
That's why I take estrogen blockers. So I'm fucking ready. I'm ready to go all the time.
Well, we shouldn't make fun of this, but anyway, yeah. Anyway, that person, and it was a horrible tragedy. Of course, 6 people lost their lives, 3 children,
Yeah, 3 adults.
3 adults.
For no reason.
But my point about it is now, like, okay, I got 2 things to say about this real quick. Sorry, went off the mic again.
Uh-oh, Randy's trying to find his cue card.
Yeah, I can't remember what I was gonna say. Well, anyhow, like I said, I don't, we've talked about this trans thing before. Whatever you want to do, when you're adult, do whatever you want to do. Who cares?
Right.
But anyway, so now, like, right after that happened, they're calling for I don't know if you've heard about this or not. Like I don't know. They're calling for. They were calling for a day. I don't know. Some of it's been taken down, and I don't know if we should even talk about it. I don't know if YouTube will take us down or not, but
Lay it out there.
Anyway, it's like a day of like trans.
Oh, like a trans day?
A trans vengeance day.
And that's when this happened?
No. This is supposed to happen probably here in the next few days.
Not here.
Not here.
'Cause
right.
That shit don't fly in rural America.
Okay, but not only that, but I think first I heard it was supposed to be Saturday, which this is going to be. Okay, so we're recording before Saturday.
Right.
So when this comes out, it could have already happened. Then I heard like the next day it might be like 2 or 3 days of something.
Trans Vengeance Day.
Yeah,
I don't even know what
but there's actually people that are like calling for trans people to buy weapons and
What's that gonna do?
and take not tactical, but like take weapons training
For
and all
what?
that stuff.
Nobody's trying to do anything to
I'm
trans
just saying
people. They're trying to start their own little army.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
I don't know. It's just
Go ahead.
I'm just saying. I'm just
When you're
hearing, I'm just saying what I've been hearing,
right.
and it could be scary. On on one of the other shows I listened to, they were talking about
Tell your hair doesn't match your pistol, and then they'll have to.
it. Well, no, one of the things I listened to, they said they're saying that this trans stuff, just because of all of this stuff going on, and then all the hate. I mean, I've heard clips and clips of these trans people after that happened talking online about, you know, we're going to have to fight. We're going to have to fight. We're going to lose our lives anyway, so you might as well fight.
Let me tell you something. The fucking idiot got shot to death by the cops because they were in a school killing children.
Exactly.
Period. It doesn't matter if there was a man or a woman or a transgender person, white, black, Asian. Anybody that would have been in that school shooting people, they would have got killed that day. The end.
Exactly.
Yeah. Has nothing to do with them being trans. That's why they got shot
really
and
doesn't.
killed.
No, but the thing of it is what they're doing is they're trying to tie this, and no, I don't know if this is true or not, and I guess there was a manifesto that we don't know about yet.
Oh,
We don't know what's in the
yeah.
manifesto.
Yeah, some kind of psycho shit. I'm sure.
But anyway, okay, so this was in Nashville, Tennessee. So in Tennessee, they were trying to ban, they were doing some kind of like a ban of teaching children about trans.
Yep, I'm for that.
Well, I am too, but they were doing that, and they're trying to tie it to that. They're trying to say that the reason why this person went in and shot up this Christian school, which whenever she was still
A female.
and went to school, then or whatever. But then I also heard that that wasn't her first target. There was another target that she had in mind, or he, I don't, whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, we don't really know. It's just some mentally ill freaking person
That's the only people that go anywhere and do mass shootings is mentally.
I am
fucked up
so
people.
sick and tired of these mass shootings, especially with kids. I am sick and tired of them. It does nothing but, of course, the left always, or the Democrats always, they always go straight for
ban assault rifles,
or right straight to gun control every time.
Yeah, and it's just like, okay, well, they could have easily just went in there and stabbed a bunch of 9-year-olds.
Or, I mean, yeah, but I mean, what about? There was something that he, whatever, was under some kind of care from a therapist also.
Oh, really?
I heard that, yeah. But the therapist said that what I think I heard was the therapist said they never thought that they would be, like violent or anything. But
there had to be some kind of crazy conversations. What kills me is they were 28 years old.
And if you're going to go in and do that, there's a chance you're going to get killed, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would
probably a high chance you're going to get killed.
Yeah, most people don't live doing school shootings anymore.
Yeah,
and not since the Texas thing, where they went off on.
Well, the Texas thing was a bad deal.
Well, yeah, but
I mean that was
because they said the cops didn't react fast enough, and nobody.
It took a plumber from down the road to come in and kill the person.
Right. Yeah. So. True. So I think, that's another reason they were all about getting in there and putting a stop to it. It only took 2 minutes.
Yeah, they went in right away.
Yeah. 2 minutes once they entered, 2 minutes, dead.
Right.
So, yeah, do yourself a favor. Fuck off. If that's going through your mind, just end yourself. Don't go around and killing a bunch of kids.
The bad thing is...
or go get help or something.
The bad thing about it is, like, the media. I mean, I guess, shoot, I really didn't want to talk about it this much, but because I just don't like giving a platform for something like that, because it is terrible, and I hate it. I hate it in many ways. It does nothing but make it harder on regular law-abiding citizens, and it also makes it. It's also terrible that the families of those children
Yeah.
and those people that died.
Yeah. And then, not to mention, you would think at least there'd be a few trans people out there
There is.
that's making trans people look bad.
Oh yeah, there
You know.
is. There is actually this one thing I heard about this trans person doing a rant about fighting and all that or whatever. They were they even said, what was it they were saying? I've talked to some of my other trans friends, and they are not okay. Say like when this person was talking about fighting or whatever, the other like two other their friends that are trans
Right.
said no, they're not in on that, and all that, and then that person said, I just had to cut them people out of my life because they're like cis people. So that they're, what I'm saying? They're trying to make another category now. So these cis people, if you're not in on doing all this extreme stuff,
Yeah.
then
If you're not into killing children, then
you're-
fuck you. Okay.
Well, I don't know if that's what they meant by it, but they meant by just fighting against the police, like. But and then the only other thing I was going to say about it is, do you know who Katie Hobbs is?
I do not.
She's a governor, Democratic governor, and her press secretary, after this happened,
Yeah.
put out a tweet or I don't know if it's a tweet or whatever, and it was a picture of like two pistols or something like that, and it said, "This is what we do with." Let's see, what does it say? Anyway, it was this is what we do with transphobics or transphobic people. Yeah.
What? Show 'em pistols?
Well, I guess. Well,
Give
she
us
had
shits.
to resign. She
Well,
resigned over.
Well,
it.
yeah, that's a dumbass thing to do.
Yeah, she had to resign over it. But
This is what we.
the
what
funny
we
thing,
do.
not the funny thing, but the weird thing is, she felt like she had to do that. I don't know why. I mean,
Because she's stupid.
why are people promoting violence?
Because they're idiots.
And this is the problem with the internet.
Yeah, well, that's true too. And they didn't even know who it was until they got in there, and then they were dead.
Right.
And that's what makes no sense. Like that fucking lady, like, oh, Lord, those people are transphobic. No, they were killing children. In case you missed that part, these cops didn't run into a drag queen show and kill a bunch of fucking trans drag queens in their place. I don't know. Fucking people piss me off when they start trying to share their stupid narratives of, oh, look at this. That's what we do to transphobics. It's like, what? Just, I hope your whole fucking career in life's ruined because you did that.
I don't know. It might be, but
Hope you end up working. I hope you end up working at Walmart.
No. Freaking Google will hire him or something. You know what I'm saying?
Hell, Biden administration probably done hired them.
Yeah.
They're probably on the new transphobic task force or something. Idiots.
Yeah, I don't.
Lord.
I mean, I don't even care about the guy that's in the government.
The fucking weirdo.
the guy with the beard. Well,
The bald.
I keep saying guy. Okay, I guess I'm not supposed to say that.
Well, they have facial hair.
They have like this huge beard, and they're like bald, but they wear dresses.
Yeah.
And like that's fine with me. I don't give a shit as long as they do their
I
job
do.
right.
Yeah, but they don't.
Well, that's the other thing. As long as they do their
Isn't
You
he
know-
the isn't he the
you know,
he
I
or
had-
she the treasurer?
No, it was I know it's something different than that. It might be some kind of I don't know, they're in a high position, but it's not treasurer, I don't think. But Anyway,
I hope somebody wins presidency and
this-
gets all this shit going.
I had this conversation with, to be honest, with your mother-in-law one time. Not about this.
No, I'm just kidding.
Not about this. Not about this, but it was about, voting for president. At one time, and I said, I don't, because, like, okay, I'm talking about my sister. So I said, I don't care. My sister's pretty religious. I mean, she's not extremely religious, but she doesn't
she's not like running around with the Bible,
right, and she doesn't go to church all the
and
time.
being like,
But she's a huge believer in God and and everything. I get that.
yeah,
But anyway, we were talking about voting for president one time, and I said I don't care if the person's religious or not. It doesn't matter to me. And she goes, "Oh well, they got to have a faith in God for me to vote for them." And I was like, "Well, it just doesn't matter to me as long as they can, do their job and do it good.
right,
That's what matters to me."
right. I mean, right now we've got, where do you go to church with black Puerto Ricans?
Who, Biden?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know.
And then
Puerto Ricans, that's right. I forgot about that one.
So yeah, and we see how he turned out.
Well,
Fucking idiot. Sending the country into the toilet as fast as he can.
no, I'm not saying nothing bad about religion at all.
No, I get
I'm just
that.
saying. I'm just saying. I mean, if they have a faith they follow, it's probably better for them, or probably better for us too. But if the person does a good job, that's who I'm voting for.
The person.
I mean, I would
sense.
vote for a Jewish person, a Muslim, or a Buddhist. As long as they did the job right, that's who I'd want.
Did you hear this guy? No, I'm just kidding.
You gotta be kidding.
Yeah, I don't care either. I don't give a shit about your
I don't either.
race, religion,
I mean,
your sex,
you
or anything, as long as you got brains in your head.
Right, and to be honest with you, most people who follow some kind of religion are going to be more grounded, and they're also going to probably be more sympathetic to people than somebody who doesn't. But even if the person is an atheist, I could still see myself voting for them, as long as they could do the freaking job right.
Well, yeah, I don't care what somebody's personal beliefs are, as long as you're not an idiot.
I didn't mean to get into religion, but it just kind of came.
Did it?
Sean,
Some people got
I
it.
think Sean started this.
I might have. I'll talk about religion all day.
I'm not talking about religion.
Hell, Randy ain't talking about it. I will. No, not today, though. I'd want somebody on that smarter than me about religion if we were going to do that. You know what I mean? Like a priest or like a preacher or something like that. That I could be like, Sean, you're wrong. This is what it says. And I could be like, whatever. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right. You ready?
What do you got?
Bedtime. Let's go to sleep. Let's go to sleep and we'll figure her out. Nope, I'm just kidding. Here we go. Kim Jong-un puts entire city under a lockdown.
Well,
Okay?
they have COVID?
No. You're going to shit when you hear this. You ready?
Okay.
North Korea's leader, Kim Jong-un, has put an entire city under lockdown after 653 bullets went missing during a military withdrawal. 653 bullets, dude. Shut down the whole city over it.
Dang.
Yeah.
I got that in my garage.
Oops.
Oops,
Oops.
sorry. Didn't say that. No, I don't really have that. I'm just teasing.
But, I mean, seriously, like, could you imagine if they shut, like, half the country down because of you're missing 653 bullets?
How many are we missing? How many did we send to Ukraine? And
How many did we send
And how
to-
many did they actually get?
Yeah.
That's what I want to
How
know.
many did we send to ISIS and train them,
Right.
and then they turned into ISIS? Good jobs, people.
When did ISIS come around, actually? Was that in 2016? 20 no,
No, it was
2014?
no, ISIS.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think it was back in the what? I thought it was back in '01 and shit.
No, I don't think it was in '01. I think it came later, like after we invaded in Ukraine.
Because there's Taliban.
Yeah, I did say we invaded in Ukraine. I'm sorry, people. I'm just saying.
Oh, cat's out of the it's out.
Speaking of all that stuff, well, that's weird that he would lock down a city over that. Well, I don't put it past him, but I would also say that I listened to this guy the other day, and he was actually his
Ethnicity?
ethnicity is probably Chinese but he said his parents live in daggone it.
China.
No. His brother lives in China still,
Okay.
but his parents live in what's the one that we like?
Taiwan.
Yeah, Taiwan. I'm sorry.
What's the place we like?
I'm
again?
sorry, I couldn't think of it.
What's that
I'm sorry.
thing I
Cut
like?
this part out. Anyway, he was talking about it, and the guy asked him. He goes, "Do you think China is actually going to go in to try to take over Taiwan?" And he was like, no. He said the whole thing about the Chinese government is they would rather go into the place, establish, being part of business with the business community there,
Right.
and and control it that way.
Right, because that's what's getting ready to happen to us.
Exactly.
And Taiwan.
Exactly.
They're gonna crush us economically.
But
See, and then they come in for the kill.
Yeah.
After that situation.
But anyway, his brother still lives in China, and he said he don't. China's not like a colonial
Colony baloney.
colonial country. Like they're not trying to like take over places
Right.
by military force.
Yeah, they'll just take over by
They're
money.
taken over by the freaking business
Yeah.
deals.
Exactly. Then they'll come in and take your land.
Well, they'll buy it up anyway if you allow them.
Oh, well,
I think some states are actually passing laws where foreign companies can't buy farmland.
yeah, they are. But that's for now.
Right, but they've
Until
already,
the yuan is worth more money than our dollar,
No.
and then we'll be.
Yeah, that's probably true.
We won't even. Then we'll have to like
What is it? The yuan.
yuan. I thought it was yen for a
I
long
thought
time.
it was yen also.
I did, and then I watched this clip, and no, it's
That's
pronounced.
why
it's
you
pr- it's
confused
pr-
me there.
It's pronounced yuan,
Oh, okay, whatever.
and I might be pronouncing that wrong. I don't fucking know. I don't speak Chinese. If I did, I'd probably have an awesome job just interpreting. Be great. Talk all day long. All right. Before we get to the break, and before you get to listen to all of our fun stuff during the break, anyway, here we go. Don't be scared. A second giant hole has appeared on the sun, and it could send a 1.8 billion. Oh, sup? I misspoke. 1.8, it doesn't really matter. 1.8 million miles per hour solar wind towards Earth. What's that going to do?
We don't know.
Exactly.
I don't think we know. I don't know. Has there ever been a record of a solar wind?
There was in Canada, and it shut like
uh,
everything down for like just a couple hours or some shit, like a few hours. Some kind of
Are
like,
you talking about solar flare?
yeah, it was a solar flare.
Okay, solar flare. Yeah, that could actually, to be honest, it actually happened in the 1800s. It shut down the
The wiretaps,
yeah. What do you call that?
Morse code.
I mean, when they had that, it actually shut that down for a couple
I
of
thought
days.
that was Morse code.
It is Morse code, but they'd call it something else. What is it? Telegraph.
Telegraph.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Anyway.
I didn't live back then.
I didn't either. Yeah.
I've only been alive my whole life. Right, Randy?
I only know one one Morse code. code, and it's SOS. So
I don't even know how to do that.
I do.
On the thing?
Yeah, I mean, on anything you could do it with a flashlight. Like, it's like
See, I'd be out there with a fucking
you don't know what the SOS.
on a
Well, I wouldn't. I mean,
Morse code.
I have never done a telegraph thing.
Mine would be like everything's great.
No, I've never done a telegraph thing, but I've done, like I've looked at Morse code, and the only thing I remember, it used to, I don't know if you remember this. Did you? Well, you're probably too young, but on walkie-talkies a long time ago,
Yeah.
they used to have freaking
Yeah, that little.
they had Morse code like right at like the bottom of it, like for
Oh, so you could read Morse code.
Yeah, you could.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could. You could. But anyway, SOS is. I think it's. If I remember this right, actually I could be wrong about it. Somebody could write in and probably protest this whole episode.
See, I would have to be I would have to be the guy with a sparkler, right? And I light it, and then I go SOS real quick so the smoke stays there. I don't think that's gonna work, but that's my best attempt.
No, SOS is. I think it's like 3 short beeps, 3 long beeps, and then 3 short beeps again.
Okay, I'll have to watch Castaway again because he does it with the flashlight.
Yeah, well, you can do you can do that with a flashlight. I mean, I've watched several freaking shows. And also, you can also do like 3 lines in the sand and put a flag up there, and that's also a distress code. And then you can also do a mirror. If you have a mirror of some kind, of any kind, anything that reflects anything,
right?
And you see it like a ship or something, you can like flash them. I mean,
yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff you could do. But
Yep. And one more quick thing before we go. I should have jumped into this earlier when I mentioned this, but also a 70-car train, right, derails in North Dakota with hazardous materials everywhere.
Have we heard anything about that?
No. But my thing is why are we not talking about this freaking deal between Russia, China, and Iran?
Oh, because we have to pay attention to the trains and the
balloons and the mass shootings and fucking all this fucking crap that makes no difference. Oh, there's another train that derailed. Okay. How much the dollar going to be worth in a year? Shh. We don't talk about that shit. Yeah.
Oh, I think they're trying to. I think they're still going to try to push the digital dollar now.
Probably, which doesn't mean nothing. It's worth nothing. It's whatever the worth. It's only worth what the government says it's going to be worth.
Right.
It's kind of like $1.
But here's what they're going to do. To get you into that, they're going to be like, okay, well, you sign up now, we'll give you like, I don't know, we'll give you like, we'll give you 4,000 digital dollars.
Yeah.
If you sign up now.
Yeah. And then also we need to go ahead and put the Skylink in your brain.
Or no, Neuralink.
Neuralink. And also tattoo this barcode on the back of your head. You'll be fine. And pretty soon we're going to start tagging ears. We're all going to be cattle.
Pretty much.
So, all right, party people. We'll be back after this. Hope you enjoyed the first half. The second half is going to be really good. We got some clips coming up for you. Some very interesting clips, actually. It's going to get weird. Like, knowledge weirdness, because I don't think nobody talks about this shit. So, anyway, we'll be back after this, and then you guys better still be here, or you know what happens. Randy will piss his pants. Anyway,
Right.
We'll be back.
You got our mics on?
Every time. I don't go anywhere without the mic on. All right. Hello, party people. Good God. I'm not going to lie to you. This is our third time trying to do this. Bangladesh, Sweden, Jamaica, Italy, Poland, Philippines, Australia, Belgium, Norway, Indonesia, Uruguay, Japan, Taiwan, Hungary, Ireland, Russia, Dominican Republic, Portugal, Republic of Lithuania, and hello, Denmark.
Hello, Denmark.
My goodness. Anyway, Randy?
Yeah.
Pound your news over there real quick.
Oh, all I got is I was going to shout out to Lake Cumberland Speedway. So you can go to Lake Cumberland Speedway on the, what do you call it? The multi-web internet. I don't know what you call it. Anyway.
On the line.
Okay.
Go ahead.
lcspeedway.net. Don't try to type in .com because somebody stole that one from them.
Losers.
Okay, so April 1st, open practice. They're off on the 8th, on April 8th. The 15th of April, season opener. April 22nd, Demolition Derby. And on Friday, April 28th, they have the Super Late Model Special, which is Schaefer's Oil Spring Nationals Late Model, $7,500 to win.
7,500 doll hairs to win. And all you wrestling fans out there, if you don't know where to go, you go to TripleCrownWrestling.com. Go to their Facebook page. Go to their YouTube channel. Support these guys. Don't be scared, okay? You want to see some DDTs? You want to see some full Nelsons? This is the place to get it, okay? Live action. We're talking Turtle Man style. Live action! Anyway. Oh, the song changed up, and now I started to get hard. But, hey, sorry. I didn't mean to mention that. But anyway. Oh, where you can find us is Facebook. Go to our Facebook page. Like, follow. Go to where, Randy?
Oh, RuralAmericanPodcast.com.
The .com. And you can also go to RuralAmericaPodcast@gmail.com. Any of those places you can find us. Any of those places you can message us.
Write in.
Yeah, write in.
Tell us what we're doing stupidly and wrong, and tell us what we're doing good.
Yeah, if you get a laugh,
and
let us know.
Open your mind to the Rural American way.
Yeah. Which most people don't think this is Rural America, but it actually is. But that's fine. Not everybody in Rural America agrees with our show, but hey.
Also, shout out to Fish Moon.
Fish Moon Brewery.
We almost forgot about that one.
Yeah. Shout out to Fish Moon Brewery. Shout out to Henry Gray Publishing Company and the Papa Rock books. And you can find them on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, all kinds of places.
Right.
So check them out. Make sure you check us out. And where are we at, Randy? We're on Spotify, YouTube, Google. Whoa, God, we're worldwide.
Worldwide. Podverse. Almost misspoke there.
Uh-oh.
And, Anchor.
Yeah, Breaker.
Yeah. We're on
iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts.
We haven't got kicked off yet.
Yeah. We're still going. We haven't got eliminated. And I would say that's due to a lot of...
because we don't have advertisements.
Randy, you didn't have to just throw us in the dirt and rub our nose in the pee.
Everybody needs to know we just do this for fun anyway. So.
Yeah, that's why we do shout-outs instead of ads.
There you go.
So, we appreciate you guys listening every week. We know sometimes it's probably a struggle to get through our podcast, but hey, sometimes it's a struggle for us as well because we're drug addicts. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, we appreciate you guys every week listening to us. We wouldn't be here without you. Really, that's what keeps us going, I think, is even though one person is listening to our show just cracks us up. And we love it. And we love all you guys. And we love all these countries that decided to join in the Rural America podcast. It's ridiculous. Anyway, let's get back to the show, Randy, because these people are tired of
We probably ought to.
Yeah.
Or they're tired of... They shut us off or something.
That's true.
Tired of listening to us ramble.
Anyway,
okay, let's go.
Thank you guys very much. I'm Sean.
And I'm Randy.
And
back to the show.
Rural America Podcast.
Rural America.
Oh, hell yeah, we're back. That's right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, or whatever you wish to be called today. Right, Randy?
Right.
We don't discriminate here, unless you're a furry. We've already mentioned that. Sorry, but when you go into other species, that's when I draw the line. Moving on. Going to war? Question mark, it says. Good news. The United States is 13 years behind ammunition production.
Yeah, they're already having a problem making enough ammo to send to Ukraine.
Quit sending it. I don't see
I think
Ukraine calling us.
I think they in one day, I think what it was in one day it takes like, I don't know, I forget, so many months to supply, or for that supply.
Dude, I bet we
of
could
ammunition.
I bet we could drive it around in the country and find an old man who could make 1,000 rounds a minute.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Just cranking them out.
I don't know about that.
Well, I don't know about that either, but I guarantee there's some ammo makers around rural America. I wouldn't try to do it because my bullets would probably blow myself up.
I've done it before.
I've tried to make a few, but mine keeps snapping before they fire.
I've done it before. Like there's a lot of duds in it, and
So you have to be
jams
good.
your gun.
You have to be really good.
I mean, this was back when I had guns.
So it's basically a trade. It's a trade in itself.
Oh yeah. I mean, to be really good at it, you gotta be. You gotta be on top of it.
You know what I want? I want to go to a bullet maker, right, and get a silver bullet made, like for the
Just in case the
Who knows what-
werewolves come.
dude. Well, yeah, because pretty soon people are going to start identifying as fucking werewolves. I can't believe that hasn't happened yet.
It's a good one. Hey, let's do that.
Didn't identify as werewolves.
Yeah.
We'll fucking run around town with like our pants ripped at the bottom and a ripped flannel, being like, "Oh," howling at the moon and shit. And then when the cops stop us and they go, "What are you doing?" Be like, "We identify as werewolves and you can't do nothing." "No," and then run off into the night. Just kidding. We'll get tased
Yeah.
and maced and beat to death in rural America for doing that. Or we get shot by a silver bullet.
Could be.
That's probably what would really happen. Anyway, I'm going to play a clip for all you party people out there, and I think most of you, anyway, are going to find this just a hair interesting. Just a hair. Or you won't. We'll see. Here we go.
Around the same time that John D. Rockefeller seized U.S. media, he also hijacked U.S. medicine. When it was discovered that drugs could be produced from petroleum, America's top oil mogul ordered his army of propagandists to invert reality accordingly. Medicines used for thousands of years were suddenly classified as alternative, while the new, petroleum-based, highly addictive, and patentable drugs were declared the gold standard. After buying the German pharmaceutical company that manufactured chemicals of war for Adolf Hitler, Rockefeller leveraged his political influence by pressing Congress to declare natural healing modalities unscientific quackery. Rockefeller then took control of the American Medical Association and began offering massive grants to top medical schools under the mandate that only his approved curriculum of the healing powers of herbs, plants, and diet was erased from most medical textbooks. Doctors and professors who objected to Rockefeller's plan were crucified around the same time that John D. Rockefeller seized U.S. media.
So I'm just saying. What about that, Randy?
Oh, it's been going on for years.
Yeah.
And we have the same thing going on now.
Oh, well, yeah. Pharma's big money, bud.
I mean, you could actually even go back to the freaking sugar companies,
Yeah, we got a clip about that, too, here, coming up
Okay,
here
okay.
in a little while. Yeah, that's crazy, too.
Yeah, I mean, like putting marijuana in a Schedule 1 drug is, yeah.
Yeah, that's a hallucinogenic. Come on, man.
Let's see. What was it? The other one.
It makes you wanna take a nap and eat some
Oh,
Pringles.
but they can put out all these opioids out there and kill a bunch of people, and
Yeah.
and they get a fine, but they still made
Well, what
still made what was it, 15% of profit on that? Well,
Yeah.
I mean, actually, the profit was like, I don't. They got fined like billions of dollars, but it only came. It was only a drop in the bucket to the amount of profit they made off of it.
Right. Well, what's funny, you know, is now they're going after all the doctors though. Not Pfizer, not Moderna.
No, I know. Well, I mean, like all
You
the,
know.
like you could look at it like during COVID, right? So all the doctors were all in on the vaccines or whatever, and then the propagandist comes out and the any kind of discussion about side effects on the vaccine
Right.
was banned. You couldn't talk about that, and
Yep.
and
Can't
like,
sue the government.
even the even the doctors would say, okay, well, you had a side effect from it. Okay, I can't put that on VAERS, which VAERS is a side effect,
Right. Yeah.
the vaccine side effect, whatever report. And anyway, oh yeah, we're not going to put that on VAERS. So because I mean there were so many
Right.
because there were
My toenails fell off.
because that is the freaking narrative. That's what I'm saying. Is yeah, I just heard. Shoot,
You know what?
you got to listen to that guy. I'm just saying, you got to
Right.
listen to that guy, Michael Schellenberg. He actually laid it all out,
right.
and he's actually a lefty guy. And he goes, I can't believe that the left is doing all this.
Right.
Um,
Let me ask you something else. Do you think that if they took a regular person, like a regular, everyday, normal U.S. citizen,
but
sat somebody down?
wait.
Okay.
Before you go on, I would just say you're talking about rural American regular person.
No. I'm talking about any regular citizen. And they sat them down in a chair.
Okay.
Right? And then you got these people in a room who know all the weird secrets, right? And they tell this person all the truth about everything. Do you think they'd kill themselves? Or do you think they'd go insane or something? Like knowing the truth. Like we didn't have pharmaceuticals back when like Native Americans were running around and shit. You know what I mean?
I
They
think-
were using the roots and
I think the bigger problem is, for some reason in the United States, pharmaceutical companies are allowed to advertise on TV.
yeah.
That's probably the biggest thing.
Well,
because-
cigarettes aren't no more.
well, I understand what you're saying, but here's what my point is like, okay, the pharmaceutical companies advertise and they spend big money advertising on networks on TV,
Right.
and those like people. Okay, the people in those networks that actually do the news, they're not going to say anything bad about those pharmaceutical companies.
No.
They can't,
No.
because then
Their
then
own.
they're going to pull they're
Yeah,
going to
they're-
pull their funding, and then that's where they're getting paid from.
Yeah. Where are we getting paid from? Let me look.
Uh,
Let me look.
Let me look. Yeah,
Nowhere.
nobody.
Yeah, we don't do that shit here because we'll say what we want. I just couldn't imagine like we get off. Let's say we got offered $10 million, which technically that's not a lot of money. Realistically, I mean it is to us,
Oh yeah,
but not like to a corporate.
oh
You know,
yeah,
a corporate company
right,
lose
right.
$10 million in
I
a
understand
day,
what
and they
you're
just
saying,
be like, "Yeah, well, we'll do better tomorrow."
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, if somebody did that and they were like $10 million, all you have to do is just say that this medicine doesn't have any negative side effects. And I'll be like, okay. Well, where's the shit saying that it doesn't have? No. We just need you to say that. We just need you to say that, promote it, and have your listeners buy it. Period. Don't ask any questions. I'd be like, fuck off. Not happening. And then I'd just go on to be like, don't buy this. It's out to kill. They're out to kill you. Uh-oh.
Squeaky chair.
Squeaky butt.
No, but yeah, that Michael Schellenberger guy, he was laying it all out about how the there was this woman even before COVID started, and she was. I don't know. He said, I don't know. You just have to listen to the whole thing. It's actually pretty scary. But she was involved in putting out actual propaganda for things before even COVID started. And
Oh yeah.
and she actually also was ahead of like several different companies at one point, and then she ended up getting into the government at one point, and she. But all of shoot. Anyway, if you bring it all down to normal stuff, the freaking pharmaceutical companies, they just want to make money. They're a business like anybody else, and if they can make money, they're going to make money.
Yeah, if they were actually wanting to help people, then they would just get government grants and that'd be free for
Well,
everybody.
not only that, they would actually, if they really wasn't worried about making money and actually wanted to help people, they would have gave the code or the I don't know.
What, the COVID vaccine? That was free, bro.
No, not in other countries. Not in other countries.
Who cares about them?
That's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying, though.
Well, it wasn't free to us,
I mean,
technically.
well, okay, but like say
now
Bill,
we're paying for it, aren't we, Randy?
I guess
Inflation.
so. I guess so. But like even Bill Gates, right? He's like all this like philanthropy or whatever.
Yeah, Bill Gates, the amazing island man.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
the only person that has a nonprofit that makes money. I think. I don't know. Well, probably not the only one, but one of the biggest ones. But yeah, if they wanted to if they actually cared about people, they would give that stuff out for free for everybody in the world. No, I'm not talking about just in the United States. I'm talking about in the world.
Well, yeah, because it was supposedly a world pandemic where we were all going to die unless we got this vaccine. And then it turned out like, nah, it's kind of just like the flu, but a little worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now it's not even a thing.
Yeah, I don't.
COVID is gone. It's not gone. There's still like little things about here and there. But it's not like it. COVID was the only fucking thing people were talking about forever. It was annoying. Whatever. That's what happens.
You know the old saying, don't let a crisis go to waste.
Yeah. Don't let a good crisis go to waste. You know, in my mind, what would be a crisis is if Mike Sells potato chips was going out of business. That's right. They are. They are. And no one's doing a fucking thing about it neither. Pisses me off. The government should be swooping in there making chips.
They should. You know what they should do is put up a
business been around forever.
Put a GoFundMe page up.
Yeah. I'd donate.
Yeah, you would donate. I probably would too, to be honest.
Well, it's just nuts. It's just crazy. Everything that's basically you see or read almost is a lie. Not everything, but a lot.
That's the problem. And then and like we said before on here, the stories they don't decide to cover.
Yeah.
So they're not okay.
Like the UN.
Like what?
The money deal between Iran and China.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be bad, dude. And I don't think people actually like quite realize how bad it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna turn this country into Venezuela. That's what's gonna happen. Our dollar's not gonna be worth shit.
Eventually. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best, I guess. But
that's what I always do.
Yeah, but I don't know. Hopefully it
That's
doesn't.
why I keep gold up my ass, just in case.
Hopefully it doesn't. But I mean, it's definitely possible. That's for sure.
And I got a leprechaun locked in the basement, just in case.
Okay. Well, you just gotta.
I got 3 wishes.
You gotta follow into his rainbow.
That's how I got him.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Thought he could fool old Sean. He couldn't do it. Okay, I'll tell you guys how to get one. what you do is you go out into a clover patch.
Don't you put salt on their shoulder or something? Or what was that?
No.
What was that one?
I can't remember that one. You go to a clover patch, okay? You shake out a handful, no more, no less. Okay, you see the size of these hands? They're perfect scoops. And then you just spread out some Lucky Charms. And they'll come right to it.
Oh, that's why they put Lucky Charms on the
Top of the list.
on the top.
They're
of the
trying to get
pyramid.
people to eat all the Lucky Charms so you can't catch a leprechaun.
That's what it is. Another conspiracy.
They're everywhere.
I think I heard Elon Musk tweeted out the other day that all the conspiracy theories are real.
Yeah. Well, I mean, shit, man. They're getting that way, ain't
I
they?
know.
It's really weird. Haven't heard nothing about aliens forever. Like, it's just like all this stuff kept coming out, and then now it's all disappeared. Like, nobody was buying the story, so they're like, fuck it.
Do you remember do you remember I mentioned it on the show when Elon tweeted that my pronouns are prosecute Fauci?
Yeah.
Remember that? Well, that's going to come out eventually. This guy that I was telling you about earlier,
Yeah.
that Schellenberg guy, he said that's actually going to come out later, but they haven't got to it yet. They're still working on how he's part of the Twitter file thing,
Right.
and he said right now they're still working on how the government actually controlled taking people off Twitter, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And they're still working on that. But he said as soon as they get done with that, they're going to go into the stuff during COVID and Fauci, and they may even go back all the way back to the AIDS thing.
See, we told you right here at Rural America Podcast.
A long time ago.
Long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
And what's his name? Shoot.
oh, shit.
I can't remember his first name. RFK Jr. What's
Okay.
his first name?
Robert?
Yeah, Robert. Yeah, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He put out a book that said The Real Fauci,
Yeah.
and he's already laid it all out. Did you see the video of Fauci when he was in in a, I don't know, for lack of a better word, I'm sorry, like in the hood there, and he was going around trying to get people to take the vaccine. Did you see that video?
No.
Oh, it's
Did they
hilarious. It's hilarious.
Did they show the entire Army and Secret Service behind him?
Oh no, they showed a bunch of people behind him. That's for sure. But yeah, this one guy just told him off pretty much. He was like, "There's something else going on here.
Yeah.
There's no way you got a vaccine in this short amount of time." You
Yeah.
know, and he was like, he happened to be a minority guy.
Yeah, and he's like, "No, it's real. It's real." Chasing him down the street.
No, he actually finally walked away from him, and the guy kept berating him. And it was hilarious. Yeah, but that happened I think it was during 2020. But, but it just came out just not that long ago.
Well, here's my thing too. Okay, so
I'm just saying, everybody needs to wake up and don't believe
the hype.
Don't believe everything you hear, especially on corporate media, or I would just say the CIA and FBI networks.
Yeah,
because they're involved in everything.
I'm surprised they didn't shut us off right there, Randy.
Are we still going?
Yep. But here's the thing I don't understand. So here comes this disease out of a lab. Now we know.
No, we don't know.
Well, whatever. We know. Anyway, here comes this thing no one's ever seen before. New disease, all this shit, and now all of a sudden we have a vaccine in a short amount of time, right?
Which doesn't do anything anyway.
Right. But why don't we have a cure for cancer?
Biden said he was going to work on that.
Yeah, that's because there already fucking is and has been, but they're not going to make any money off curing people. They make money off treating people.
That's true.
Which is crap.
It's the same thing with. You could also argue it's the same thing with transgender people. If you can get them when they're young, they're a what they say. They said that you would make a transgender person treating them with hormones and doing surgery, and you would make. I mean, I can't remember how many thousands of dollars it was for the rest of their life. So I'm just saying. I
Yeah.
mean, that's why they don't mind.
Well, yeah, you're going to have to buy hormones your entire life
Yeah,
because your body's going to keep rejecting you trying to be what you're not.
I think it was hundreds of thousands of dollars. Eventually, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Through a lifespan of somebody that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Transgender.
It's like those crazy wackos that get addicted to plastic surgery. You know what I mean? They just keep going back, keep going back, keep going back. And then the next thing you know, they look like a fucking lizard or something weird. And you're like, man.
You're talking about Madonna?
That's one of them. There's several others, too.
I'm sorry, Madonna. I didn't mean to bring your name up on this one.
I'm telling you right now, if you guys want to see something hilarious about plastic surgery, go back and watch Bill Burr's comic stand-up when he starts talking about it. I guarantee you can YouTube it. It's hilarious. That dude,
Well, I'll tell you
basically he says, you get some liposuction and they mess it up or something. You can just put a sweater on. He's like, there's no sweater for your face.
That's true. I'll tell you one that really screwed me up was freaking Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
Like back when before he passed away.
Yeah. Well, look at Dolly
I mean-
Parton. She's another one. Oh,
Dolly
yeah.
Parton's not as bad as the rest of them. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can tell, but also
I think Dolly.
I would say Reba. When Reba was younger,
She was hot. So was Dolly Parton. That's what I mean. If they would have aged naturally, even Dolly Parton, right? I bet she would still look pretty fucking good. Like she would look old,
mean-
obviously, because she is old. But she would still look like, you'd still might be like, yeah, well, getting old
But-
six pack. Who knows what's gonna happen with old
I
Dolly tonight?
I don't know. I don't think Dolly Parton's is as bad as even Reba's. Reba's is just weird.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that's just weird.
I mean, I don't.
Demi
I mean,
Moore?
I will say Reba. I still like her. I mean, she's definitely got a beautiful voice, and I like her. And I like her values and everything. But she did something with her mouth, and it just.
I'm telling you, so did Demi Moore.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen Demi
Yeah,
Moore.
like it's like I don't know, like it's like when she smiles, there's a straight fucking line right here. It's weird, dude.
Like
I don't know.
the Joker.
It's definitely something like that. It's terrible looking.
Well, I would say the same thing about Reba. That she did something with her mouth. Well, I mean, if you go back and watch what was the Country Music Awards that in like early 90s, like 90, I don't know.
Let's just say 95.
No,
It's
or
hot.
as actually before that. I think it was like 92 or something. She was, or it might have even been before that. It might have even been 89 when she sang. What was?
Oh, that old song, I Love
Yeah.
You, Sean.
Huh?
She wrote that about me. I love you,
Oh,
Sean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't that one.
I'm the one that messed her mouth up. No, just
no.
kidding.
No, but you go back and look at the one. It was. It might have been in the late 80s or early 90s. I can't remember. But you go back and watch that video of her singing. I think it was. Shoot, I can't remember the song. I'm sorry, but anyway, she was beautiful, but she had like a gap in her teeth, and she, she was.
Yeah, she looked normal,
Yeah,
like
definitely.
a normal, good-looking woman.
Yeah, and she looked beautiful. Even on her show that she had like a sitcom there for a while.
Yeah, I remember that.
Even on that show, I could tell she had some kind of facial work done. Her gap was gone in her teeth. Her her smile was like, like you said, it was like way farther.
Yeah, it's like a
was.
straight line. Like it's just like when they.
Yeah,
It's so weird looking. It's not natural.
I mean, but she was still funny, and she still has a good voice. But yeah, I just don't know. I don't know.
yeah.
I mean,
Here's my thing. Those are people with money, dude.
well, right,
Right? They're getting the best of the best.
right.
Now there's regular people out here with regular money running around getting shit done to their face. No, do not do that. If Reba and Demi can't, you can't neither. Working at your factory job. Just get old, man. Do you see me and Randy running around here dyeing our beards and shit? No,
No, we don't do that.
because it's weird.
Right.
If I came in here next week and my beard was coal black, you guys would all be like, what in the hell did Sean do? He trying to join NWO from back in the day? Oh, Lordy. Yeah, it just wouldn't be good. I'm telling you. Be dumb.
Oh, the song she sang was Fancy.
Fancy. Well, your face ain't fancy, no matter.
No, but it's a good song though. But that was the one I was referring to. I couldn't think.
Well,
I couldn't think of that name.
Demi Moore and Striptease was amazing. I love that movie.
It was pretty.
I made love to myself probably 500-600 times with that thing. Okay,
It was a pretty good one.
Nowadays, no, her face would throw me off the whole time.
I have not seen her.
It's nuts, dude.
Um,
If I knew we were gonna get into all these conversations about like fucked up faces and stuff, then I probably would have tried to find some
Pictures?
some pictures to bring up here for the audience so they could see like Demi Moore's mouth and shit. It's weird.
Who was who was the comedian that got really screwed up? And she actually made fun of herself. But she's passed away now too.
Oh, Joan.
Yeah, Rivers.
Joan Rivers.
Joan
Yeah,
Rivers.
yeah. Yeah, she died.
Yeah,
during getting plastic surgery.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep. Yeah.
I know she passed away, but yeah, she
Yeah.
was getting. Yeah, she had got way too much stuff done, and even
Yeah.
a lot of people.
She was still going.
I mean, even Joe Rogan was a freaking comedian. He was even saying, yeah, she kind of went too far on the plastic surgery.
Yeah, dude. I mean, just let yourself age naturally.
Right.
Even if you look like shit, it doesn't matter. Everyone else your age looks like shit too, or they look weird because they messed their face up with surgery. Nobody stays good looking forever, dude.
That's
It's
for
just a
sure. That's
fact
for
of
sure.
life.
Yeah.
You can marry the hottest dude or the hottest chick that ever fucking lived, and one day they're going to be hideous, either from old age or plastic surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, you're going to end up with an ugly person that's standing next to you. I would much rather be like, yeah, we're old as shit. No shit, she don't look as good as she used to. Me neither. Versus like, oh yeah, I forgot you had that done. Jesus Christ, I thought you were some kind of fucking cheetah leopard iguana mix. Weirdness. Nice smile. Not. I'd rather deal with your gap tooth than that shit you have going on now, Reba. It's terrible. It's a thing, though. I think, especially with women, I don't think they want to get old. Like, all my hair's turning gray, big time.
Right.
But my wife is like, no, I'm not ready for that. So she goes and gets her hair done all the time. You know what I mean? It's just like, let it go gray. Who cares? One, you're married to me.
Right.
Two, who you trying to impress? You know, get the rubber band gun out, flick somebody right in the eye. But yeah. All right, let's get to our other clip here.
Hang on. I was
Oh.
gonna send you a picture of her.
Well, I can't get to it right now.
Oh, okay.
We'll do this next week.
Alrighty.
We'll just do a quick little thing about it next week. We'll run through the ugliness of plastic surgery, people. Won't you guys think that's fun? Yeah, we will. I knew you would. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This thing's about to get dangerous again. Here we go.
What makes a woman look good in the kitchen? While the U.S. sugar industry stepped up its ad campaign to sweeten our palates in the 1960s,
cherry cheese pie from bags of Imperial pure cane sugar.
it was quietly paying the country's top Ivy League school to discredit evidence of the health risks of sugar. Codenamed Project 226, the industry was funneling thousands of dollars to a pair of influential Harvard nutritionists, led by Dr. Mark Hegstead. One secret memo spells out the terms of the payoff: half to be paid when you start work on the project, and the remainder when you inform us that the article has been accepted for publication. The scientist's job was to review and dismiss findings that linked high sugar consumption to heart disease, and instead blame saturated fat and cholesterol, giving sugar a free pass. In one memo, Hegstead responds to the Sugar Association: "We are well aware of your particular interest and will cover this as well as we can." The findings would be published in a top medical journal.
It was such a prestigious institution with such an impeccable record, Harvard University, and that it was the New England Journal of Medicine.
So I took this paper and crossed out where it said tobacco and put in sugar.
Schmidt is part of a University of California team that uncovered Project 226 and the documents at Harvard's med school library. The California professors have spent years unearthing revelations about the sugar industry's deep influence on public policy with its simple message.
Don't worry about sugar. Focus on cholesterol and fat. That really shapes the scientific agendas for scientists. It may even shape funding agendas.
That message left out the risks of high sugar diets, which are now being blamed for the obesity crisis. And today there is growing scientific consensus sugar could play a larger role in heart disease risk than fat and cholesterol.
The problem is bigger than this. It's about all of the food industry influencing federal government policy.
This lawyer says blatant conflicts of interest persist today in Canada. Coke has poured millions into funding research that says exercise, not diet, is the best way to fight obesity, and that's just one example.
Health Canada's Food Expert Advisory Committee, in which about half of the members of the advisory committee are either representatives of the food industry or have investments in it or consult with it.
The lead Harvard scientist in Project 226 went on to work for the U.S. government to help draft dietary guidelines, which for decades resisted daily limits on sugar. As for the U.S. Sugar Association, it admits it should have been transparent about those payments to Harvard, but insists that doesn't mean the research is tainted.
Sure.
How old is that clip?
It's not that old.
Oh, okay. It sounded like it was old. Can you send me that? I'd like to show that to my wife.
Yeah, I can probably find it and send it. I can probably send it over.
I mentioned that.
Well, I don't
Well, here's what I was gonna say. I was talking to her about eating meat more and, cutting out the carbs.
Yeah.
A little bit, and I still have carbs. I still have dairy. But
I have whatever I want.
Even eating meat, though, like concentrate on eating meat more, because that's really what we're supposed to be doing as humans. That's our whole evolution. And then she was like, well, what about your cholesterol? And I said,
there's good cholesterol. I have good cholesterol. I just went to the doctor.
That's why I said, well, the whole thing about cholesterol is that was a thing that was a hit campaign from the sugar companies.
Yeah.
And they were trying to blame the health problems on, meat or fat. And she just kind of rolled her eyes. You know what I'm saying? And so I know that was out there, but I've never actually heard the clip of it. So
I mean, it's an older clip, but it's not like it's not from the 90s or the 80s or anything.
Right. Okay.
It's from the 2000s.
Okay.
But yeah, me personally, I don't really care for sweets. Every once in a great while, I'll get on some kind of sugar kick where I'll eat. I don't know what the hell I eat.
Dude, I got a I got a Mr. Good bar.
Yeah, or something like that. You know?
I got a Mr. Good bar in my cooler that I bought probably 8 months ago. I still haven't opened it.
Right. I mean, yeah, that's I mean, I'm not even growing up, so
I even bought.
they'd be like, "What kind of cake do you want for your birthday, Sean?" And I'd be like, "I don't want cake." And then they'd get a cake anyway because everybody else wanted cake.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then I just have like a bowl of ice cream.
Mhm.
You know, fuck cake. I don't want it.
I'm not a fan either. I do remember when I was a kid, my mom would always make, some kind of dessert for dinner. Or not all the time, but a lot of times she would. And like a lot of times it was like pineapple upside down cake, which I had several times. But then there for a while, I would just be like, I don't really even care about that. I would rather eat. To be honest with you, I'd rather eat the freaking salad or the
Yeah, I'd rather
meat.
go back for some more corn or something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm not a. It's like maybe once or twice a year I'll get like on a sugar kick for like a couple days, and then I'm just like, no, I'm over it. And then I'll go.
Now
off of it.
I will say I drink the sodas.
I mean, I drink the sodas.
They have a lot of sugar in them, so
Yeah, but you like they say, oh, soda's gonna put the weight on you. Not true. I'd weigh 9,000 pounds if that was true. I think what it is you're drinking soda, plus you're eating a bunch of sugary shit, plus
Right.
you're not doing anything with yourself except sitting
okay.
on a fucking couch,
we should say
scrolling on your phone.
right. Well, yeah, there's that. We should say sugary shit, like all the carbs turn to sugar.
Yeah.
In your body. So yeah, if you're eating a lot of carbs and you're also drinking sodas and you're also not doing anything,
And you're eating candy.
yeah, and you eat candy, yeah, that's probably not good.
No. Yeah, I can see why you're huge, and you don't want.
I'm not huge.
No. I can see why people get huge if they're doing that.
Right.
The only thing that's strong is their eyeballs and their finger. Even their fingers like, come on, bro, I need a break. I'm just saying. Carpal tunnel of the finger. I don't know if that's a thing or not. Probably not. I'm pretty sure carpal tunnel's on your wrist. But anyway, I mean, I'm not one to talk about exercise. It's not like I work out. You know what I mean?
Man,
Like-
I tried to do, okay, so I'm 49, so I tried to do a chin up the other
Not
day.
yet, you're not.
Oh, yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm 49.
Oh, yeah, you are. You old fucker, you.
I'll be 50 this year. But anyway, I tried to do a chin up the other day. Did I tell you this?
No? Did you fail?
Yeah, I failed. I got about halfway up, and that was as far as I could go.
You were like, and we're doing this.
Yeah. I got
One.
it's as far as I can go.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Uh,
Isn't that just defeating when you do something
yeah,
like
it
that?
is. It actually is because I used to, like, when I was a kid. I mean, and I never worked out either. There was a time when I tried to lift weights there for a little bit, but I never really got into it. But but even when I was a kid, I used to, I could probably, just messing around, I could probably do like 5, 6 chin ups without even, never even working out. Just
Right. Just messing around.
Yeah, just messing around.
Yeah. Now we can't even do one. I haven't tried to do one. Just
Well-
because I know I don't want to. I don't want to embarrass me in front of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have a buddy of mine that he just quit smoking, and he said he woke up and his left arm was like all numb or whatever, so he just decided to quit. So he just quit smoking, and I was telling him the same story about chin ups and everything, and he goes, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna try that next, trying to work out a little bit." And he said, "Yeah, you can't." He goes, "You can't start out with chin ups. You just start out with push ups and sit ups and stuff like that, and then."
Yeah, but what if you can only do one push-up? Then you're in trouble.
I think I could do more than one.
Maybe
push-up.
start out with jumping jacks.
I can actually. Well, okay, so that's what like. As long as you're alive and you're still kicking, you can start somewhere. So you might as well. I mean, if you want to try to start, then just start doing something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind working out, you know what I mean? But I need somebody to work out with because working out by yourself is boring as shit.
Right.
And I've tried it several. Oh, here we go. Trouble. Denied again.
Same guy.
I've tried to work out several times. And if you're by yourself, it's boring, dude. Like, I only last like a couple weeks. And then I'm just like, dude, this is fucking old. It's getting old. It's boring. Here by myself looking like an idiot. I feel like there's a camera somewhere watching me and there's a bunch of people laughing hysterically. Oh, look at this guy trying to curl.
Yeah. I actually the funny thing is my son was going to the Y and working out. He has a membership.
Right.
But he was going with his buddy, and his buddy quit going with him.
Yeah, I don't want to go with anybody who's a whole lot stronger than me either.
Well,
because then I'm gonna be like, damn it.
Right. Well, anyway, so my son said he kind of quit. He kind of quit going. Well, of course he had a kid since then and everything, and but he still has the membership to the YMCA for all you people out there.
But yeah, I got one too for here.
You got one?
Mm-hmm. I just never go. Nobody to go with. And I'm definitely not going to the gym, like what's that, Anytime Fitness and shit, because there's like those dudes are there to fucking lift, and I'm just like,
yeah,
my 5 pounds,
right?
Like, no, I got it.
Well, I'll talk to you about this later.
All right,
after the podcast. But
we gotta start working out. Maybe
you want to?
Yeah. Can we get some steroids? Just to give us a boost.
Well, I've definitely changed my diet here lately. I've been, I kind of quit eating as much bread.
Right.
And
but you got to have carbs, though.
Well, you got to have
if
some
you're working
carbs.
out.
If you got to have, yeah.
Especially people our size.
Right. You got to have some. But I've kind of, what?
If we didn't have any, if me and you didn't have any carbs in our diet, we would work our way all the way down to like 90 pounds. Be like, we'd be like the strongest 90 pounds ever. It'd be hilarious.
Okay. Well, I have not actually been eating a lot of carbs lately, but I've been concentrating more on eating more protein.
Right. I've cut all the fast food out of my life.
Right.
I don't really care for it anymore. It doesn't even taste like it used to.
Nothing tastes like it used to.
It used to be good, dude.
Yeah.
Now it's like, fuck this. What is this?
Mm-hmm. It's a, cardboard burger on a freaking...
Even though I do sometimes get it for my young daughter, like when she's throwing a fit, and give her a couple chicken nuggets, she'll just pass out. Poisons them. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll get together. Let's talk about.
Yeah, we'll
it later.
get together. You'll be seeing me and Randy on here jacked. Just kidding. We'll probably work out for a week and be like, dude, this is way rougher than I thought. Especially on leg day. We'll be like,
dude, have
never
you
again.
Okay, just real quick on this topic.
Okay.
So have you? I tried, like, when I started switching my diet to more like concentrating on protein.
Right.
Which, I mean, I already did anyway, but there was a lot of times where I didn't even hardly eat much all day at all. You know what I'm saying? But I've been trying to at least get as much protein as I can, or not as much, but I would say I've been trying to get 60 grams of protein a day. I've been trying to concentrate on that. And then when I first started doing that, I did like just regular body squats.
No, dude, they'll tear you up.
Dude, I did like one night in the garage, I did like I did like 2 sets of them. Like I did like 20, and then I did like about another 30 after I rested for a minute.
Right.
I did like another 30 or something like that. Yeah, my legs hurt the next day for a while.
You know, I'm telling you right now, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, just the regular body
Yeah.
weight, just doing just squatting down,
And going back up.
going back up,
Just your body weight.
just your body weight.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no weights.
Have you done the lunges? So
I
it's,
have in the past.
it's
but-
where you walk forward and you squat down, and
Yeah.
then you do it with the other leg. Dude, those things, I did those, well, I mean, it's been a while ago since I worked out, but I was doing those. Oh, dude, I couldn't even climb up a ladder the next day. Like, I just couldn't do it. My legs would not let me. Like, they just started, like, I get on, like, third rung, and they just start going to town,
Right,
shaking like a
right,
baby
right,
deer. I'm like,
right.
oh, boy, I'm in trouble today.
Well, I think, well, I mean, I always did lunges when I was, in school, but I haven't really done them. I did try to, well, I kind of did some lunges. Like, okay, so after I did the squats, I could feel my legs tightening up. So I thought, okay, I got to stretch. So I started stretching.
Right.
And actually, the stretching helped loosen my legs up.
Right.
And in stretching, I did some lunges. I didn't do very many of them.
Right.
I did a few, but I also did like touching your toes, like spreading your legs apart and touching your toes on that. Also, doing that kind of
Bend
stuff.
down, kiss the tip of your wiener.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the hardest one. That's real back spasm on that.
That one in your mouth.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, I'm just teasing. But yeah, I did that, and then I haven't done it since. I did it like a couple of times. Like
Lunges suck.
So what I did is did the regular body squats, and then like even though my legs were tightening up and I stretched and it helped my legs not tighten up,
Right.
I still felt it the next day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then I didn't do anything the next day, and then I tried it again the next day after that, like 2 days later, and then I did it for a little while, and it was kind of fine, and then I don't know why I just kind of quit doing it, but I should probably just keep doing it. But I mean, it's just my legs, which my legs is probably the strongest part of my body anyway, so I should probably be concentrating on the upper.
Well, yeah, but
part.
so working out your leg, like say you're gonna work out Monday through Wednesday or some shit like that, right? So Monday is one of the day you'd want to do your legs because working out your legs, right, gives your body a testosterone boost.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So that's why I always try to get the legs out of the way. I hate
Maybe that's why I got lucky. Though.
doing legs. There you go.
I'm
Strutting
just-
around
I'm
like a
just teasing.
peacock.
Sorry, James.
All right. That does it for me, sir.
You don't have nothing else?
No, sir, I do not.
All right. I'm good then.
Okay. Until next time, party people. You know what's going to happen. We'll be back next week. Hopefully, as long as the world didn't end or something dumb happens. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be jacked by next week.
Yeah, we'll be jacked by then.
I'll get
We're going to start eating, raw liver and balls and shit,
Right,
like
yeah.
Liver King. Jacked.
Speaking on that point, did you hear this? I just heard this the other day, or like maybe today. Well, here a while back I heard. Okay, so they're pulling these woolly mammoths out.
Right.
Well, the meat is still on their bones. So there's people that were actually eating the meat. Okay, now here's another thing, right? So now there's a company that's mixing woolly mammoth meat in with some lamb meat and making meatballs.
Like, you're talking...
Like for spaghetti and stuff.
Right, but these are, like, thousands of years
Yes.
I don't trust that.
Just saying. I'm just saying that was kind of crazy.
Ugh.
I don't know if I'd want to eat woolly mammoth meat.
I mean, I would try it if they were still around, but not
Thousands of years old.
10,000 frozen meat. No. That's like throwing a fucking thing.
Oh,
That's like throwing a burger in your freezer, and then 10 years later you get it out and try it. No.
It's an alternative food source.
What?
Woolly mammoth meat.
I don't give a shit. Okay? Once they bring them
I'd
back.
almost rather eat bugs.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Man. Yeah, no thank you. Yep. That does it for us this week. Ugh. Go out and get you some lamb woolly balls. Yuck. Anyway, party people, we will see you next time on the show. Maybe. I don't know, will we?
Hopefully.
Hopefully we will. We'll see. Hopefully the Ewan hasn't taken over, or
And
whatever it's called.
hopefully they don't pass this Restrict Act that's going to
Oh, yeah.
give them the power to ban anything.
Anybody's ideas, basically.
Anything that they determine as, what was it, a threat to national security. It's called the Restrict Act.
Yeah, we'll just have to, I wonder if we can put our show under fictional. That way we really can't get in trouble then. Like, everything we talk about is not true. We're just storytellers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, maybe.
We'll figure it out. Anyway, party people, we appreciate you coming on and listening to the show or watching the show or whatever you decide to do. And we will see you next week. And until then, I'm Sean.
And I'm Randy.
And this has been Rule America.